that was interesting. And
Yeah.
one other character, Hillary. What do you think about her? How do you like her?
I really like her. I really like her. She's definitely a newer version of the old one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, how are they gonna do it? You know, it's like, is she gonna be like this ditzy kind of one that they kind of did back then? And here it's like she's all about social media. And I'm really liking her character, you know, because I feel like, you know, she starts off with like, you know, being given everything, you know, Aunt Viv says that a lot and stuff like that. And now she's kind of going out on her own and stuff. But she's also like how you said with where Carlton like didn't care that people were being like saying messed up shit around him, where her right off the bat, she's like, I don't care if you're the biggest job, you know, in my field. You said fucked up shit to me, to my culture, to my family, you know, and then she calls them out for it, you know. So,
But
you know, that was,
but that's weird because they're in the same family. So that's why I thought that it was out of character for Carlton to just be okay with that.
yeah.
It'll
But
be more
also
like
Hillary's older, you know. So what changed? You know, like at what point did Phil and Vivian become more, I don't say political, like more adapted, because I think that's what Vivian calls it, like, you know, more adapted to Bel-Air, you know, where maybe she was still a little bit more who she used to be when she had Hillary, you know, because at that time she was still the artist and stuff like that.
Still that way, you know, and it's
Yeah.
only a 3-year difference, and it's so weird.
Yeah.
For such a small difference in age to have so many different people.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but I'm loving her. She's really cool. She's a cool character. I like her. She doesn't really take shit from a lot of people. Like also, I mean, very different from the original one too, but a good different. You know, still same vibe, same attitude, but a little bit more powerful, I think.
She's pretending to be. She, for me, like she pretends to have all this understanding and all this stuff without ever going in and being in the world and having to deal with hardship. So, you know, like for her to try to call out her mom, I feel like you have never done anything, never dealt with anything when you had to, you know, you had to actually you had to live a hard life or deal with hard stuff. You never did that before. So who are you to call out your mother, to ask her why'd you give up? Who are you talking to? You didn't build yourself up on anything else. You're living in their pool house. You're taking a gap year from school. Like, who are you? Like, but I guess maybe that's the parent in me. It's just hear someone talking. What? You should get a whooping or something.
So I clicked on her info card. So it's Coco Jones. That's the actress playing Hillary. And I clicked on her because I want to see. I'm like, because she looks pretty young, in the show, and she's only 24 in real life. And then it said her parents. I'm like, wait a minute. Her dad's Mike Jones, the defensive lineman that played in the NFL.
Really?
Yeah. So I was like, oh crap. She's okay.
Tall, so that makes sense.
Yeah, she's pretty tall.
Carlton.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, she's way taller than her. She's 5'10", which I guess, you know, isn't like tall, but for a woman,
trust me, yeah.
You know, and then you throw on the heels, like 6'2". But yeah, so I'm really liking her. She's really cool.